Hey everybody, I've been playing around with trying to go live on my laptop. I've got a MacBook Pro and I've been trying to select the buttons that you can use, and I've been trying this for weeks and I can't seem to get it to work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing this sort of as an experiment to see if it comes through. I hope that it does. I don't know. I'm figuring out technology. I'm on my iPhone right now. My iPhone seems to be able to do YouTube live stream with no problem. All I got to do is click on the little camera function and click on live, and boom, I'm on. I can't figure out how to do it on the MacBook. Some of you know that I have started a podcast. It's called Stuff I Heard. It's on Anchor, and it's also on iTunes and on Google Play. I just recorded my 5th episode today. And I would like to get to a point where, much like Joe Rogan, I'm able to have a camera feed that ties in live and allows me to have a video component of the audio. My hope is in the future I can have guests on and talk to them about what's going on with them, and have an audio version as well as a video version, and maybe an interactive version where you guys can like chime in and talk to us and stuff like that. You know, there's nothing saying that we can't do it. It's just technology, and the technology is obviously there. I want to say a special thank you to Leanne Kreischer, Bert Kreischer's wife. She has a podcast called Wife of the Party. If you haven't checked it out, it's pretty good. I listened to her do an intro with Bert on his podcast. It's called The Bertcast. I've been listening to Bert since the beginning, but at the beginning of one of his podcasts, she helps him do some of their advertisement reads, and she was on there talking about podcasting. And if you know, she gets a lot of letters, and she actually reads the stuff that people write. Bert doesn't. Bert has a little bit of dyslexia, and he also is busy making content. You know, I talked about this before about how you either make content or you create content. He's a maker. He's a creator. You know, her being the support system for him, she's oftentimes reading his stuff, and she's the one that's like on there letting him know, you know, hey, this is what's going on. And she responds to stuff. I've written her a couple times and she's written me back. But back to the point. Get on the point, Josh. But listening to her do an intro with him, she said a lot of people have written saying, how do I get started? How do I do a podcast? I've been wanting to do a podcast. And, you know, she said, all you got to do is download this app. It's called Anchor, A-N-C-H-O-R, and just follow the steps. And I thought, certainly it can't be that easy. I mean, I've been trying to do one for a while. I bought a microphone. I got on the GarageBand. I recorded myself talking. I did like an intro thing where I had my own music playing. I spliced together like sound levels, and I recorded myself talking for a while. And I thought, man, I thought this would work. And, you know, hey, look, I got somebody live. It's talking about my duct tape video. Yeah, the duct tape thing worked. It was on this finger, and it's gone. That was years ago. I had it on that finger, right where the finger bends, and it's gone. I just had to put it on every day. My wife's got one kind of like up here, and I'm like, just put some duct tape on it. She's like, I'm not doing that. I'll just cut it off. And I'm like, yeah, but, I mean, the duct tape thing worked. All I had to do was put it on there, and it went away. But anyway, yeah, the Anchor app. All I did was download the Anchor app. I followed the steps, went through the process, and there it was. It popped up on Anchor.fm that day, immediately as soon as they hit publish. Hey, you're welcome, man. Hey, this is kind of cool. This is the first time I've used the live thing, and people have written, and I can see it on the screen. That's pretty cool. But yeah, the iTunes picked it up the very next day. It was up, and I was really surprised. I'd like to do more of that kind of stuff. You know, I'd like to get into more of like a social platform thing and have more of an interactive thing. And like I said, I know a lot of people who are like, you know, starting their own business and stuff like that, and I'd love to be able to promote them and talk to them and have things go out. Hey, Dylan, what's up? I see the little thing pop up. That's pretty cool. You know, I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just got to figure out how to do it. I don't know if I'm not pressing something correctly on the MacBook, or if I don't have the right encoder. I followed all the steps. I've watched videos on people telling me how to do it. I just can't figure it out. But anyway, I did want to talk a little bit about, oh look, Dylan says that it's so wet that you can't mow the grass today. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's wet here too. It's not wet today. Today is actually nice. It's all beautiful and sunshiny out there. It's the first sunshiny day we've had. It's rained every day so far for like 2 weeks. I went down to Augusta Monday, and it rained so hard it was ridiculous. But yeah, what was I talking about? I don't even know anymore. Oh, I want to talk a little bit about DirecTV. Okay, so you guys have seen a video that I put out there about DirecTV, about how I was sick of their stupid satellite system going down, and I was sick of paying $122 a month for service that I barely used, and I finally decided to just change it. You know, decided to do something different. Let's see, somebody's writing me and says, how's the truck? The truck's great. I got everything fixed. I made a video about that too. The remote was giving me trouble. I got the remote repaired, and I got the little check engine light repaired. The remote thing pissed me off. I made a video about it. That was expensive. Yeah, Dylan, I've seen the 2019 Dodge Rams. They're nice, but I'm not buying another one right now. I'm happy not having a payment. But yeah, so I canceled DirecTV, and I got rid of the dish and all that, and then I tried out, you know, using the little promotional thing for the Direct Now app. It's supposed to be kind of like Netflix. It's a subscription-based thing where you can watch TV, and I was trying it out. I kind of liked it. I was like, well, I can still watch a couple of these shows that I've kind of been into, but I'm not really like married to these shows. I mean, I don't really care that much. You know, the thing about television is it's whatever you get used to watching. You know, $122 is ridiculous to watch television, especially when nowadays you could use a satellite, hookup, you could use an online hookup, you could use an antenna. There's other options. You know, Sling is a company that's owned by Dish Network. They're a streaming service. There's the Roku's got their own thing. The YouTube actually has YouTube television now. I haven't looked into it that closely, but that is an option. Hulu has their own thing. DirecTV has their what they call Direct Now. And then we tried that. We tried that out for 3 months, and not a fan. Not a fan at all. The interface is slow. I can't find things that I want to find. For live television, I don't have an option for live television except for Fox in our area. I guess it depends on where you live as to what's available. For us, Fox is the only local, what they consider local stations through DirecTV. I looked at Hulu last night, and Hulu says that Fox and ABC are considered local for us. But Hulu doesn't even offer CBS as an option to watch shows, which is weird, you know, considering CBS is one of the 3 or 4 major networks. I guess you consider Fox a major network too, so it'd be 4. CBS, ABC, NBC, and Fox. But like my wife and I are big time into watching like The Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon and stuff like that. And I'd like to finish watching those. Now, I realize now that I can watch them using the Kodi app on my Fire Stick. I've jailbroke the Fire Stick. If you have a Fire Stick or a Roku or something like that, there's instructions on YouTube about how to jailbreak them so that you can watch movies and television shows and all kinds of stuff. And we've done that, and I can watch that stuff on there. But my wife is sort of technology challenged, I guess you'd say. So she's learning how to use it, and she's learning how to interface with it. I can find it easily, but I mean, I guess it's a little more easier for me because I'm constantly spending time learning about it. She's doing other things. She's been running a lot, running. I'm proud of her. She's doing good. But anyway, it's my job to figure out the technology crap of watching the television. So I've gotten her interested in watching Netflix, and we have signed up for Netflix. We have our own account. She has her own thing set up so that she can watch shows she's into, and I can watch stuff that I'm into. We even set one up for the grandson. That way when he's here, all the little kid shows are easily available. We can just select them real easy. And I'm liking Netflix. I'm liking that, and I'm liking the Amazon Prime shows. I would like to figure out how to watch the other stuff. I canceled my Direct Now account last night. The reason being is we're done with our 3-month intro thing. In the beginning, you can do it like $10 a month for the first 3 months. And then after that, the entry-level plan, the small plan, is like $35 a month. I went online and checked it out, and I wanted to see if I could change the plan or possibly cancel the plan. And if you type in the YouTube, how do I cancel my Direct Now account, it shows you like a screen where there's like a little person up in the top corner, little icon of a person, and you collect that, and then it brings up this list about manage my account and blah, blah, blah. That's not there anymore. Those videos were done like a year ago. It's not like that anymore. Now you have to go into the Google screen, you have to type in, how do I cancel my YouTube Now account? And you have to follow the steps from there. If you go through the regular DirecTV website, it doesn't have a thing that connects you to Direct Now. There's some kind of weird tie-up between AT&T now buying DirecTV and DirecTV now starting their Direct Now service. It's like 3 different companies and 3 different websites, and none of them can figure out how to talk to each other. So when you log into one, they don't all talk to each other, which is really a pain in the neck. But typing that into Google did take me to the right page, and I was able to find the screen where I'm supposed to manage my account, and I was able to select, you know, cancel my service. I'm sick and tired of dealing with them. I mean, they're just ridiculous. I clicked on them, deleted them, they're gone. I'm happy. I don't watch it. I don't care about watching it. The only time I want television back is whenever football's going on, college football. But even then, if I were to sign up for this, I can't watch it live. You know, the live television stations that I had, I wouldn't have been able to get CBS, which has a lot of the SEC games that I like to watch. You know, I like Gamecocks football, South Carolina Gamecocks. They're on the SEC network, they're on the Fox Sports 1, they're on ESPN 1, 2, and 3. I mean, it just depends on how big the game is as to what channel it's on. Sometimes it's on CBS, sometimes it's on like one of their sub-channels. I think there's going to be a time where the NCAA is going to get on board and create their own app and say, click here if you want to watch the games. And I wouldn't mind even subscribing to an NCAA app around football time. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are into all sports and they would love to have it for everything. I wouldn't mind having it just for football. I mean, I would pay for it for the few months that it's on to enjoy as many games as possible. You know, just think about it. If the NCAA would just spend the money, have an app created, and figure out a way to compensate the people that are paying for the app to watch the shows. I don't know what kind of licensing agreement that would have to go through with the channels that have already paid for that kind of stuff, but I'm sure there's a way. And if there was a way to do that, then you could watch your content by an app. You could watch it, you know, just like you're paying for like Netflix or anything like that. You could just select that NCAA thing and watch everything. I mean, you know, if your thing is watching, you know, your local girls field hockey team play, or the rugby team play, or the hockey team, or whatever, track and field, if they just happen to have a camera out there, they could stream it through their live service and you could watch it. That's an idea. I mean, they could make a lot of money doing that. It's just a thought. So, anyway, for what it's worth, I'm glad this thing actually works. I can see people writing me. And that's cool. I didn't even know if this would work. I do have a separate YouTube page. It's set up for the podcast. It's called Stuff I Heard. And on there, I have done a couple videos today just trying to figure out, I'll show you what I was doing, trying to figure out how to set this thing up on the laptop. And I actually made a YouTube live video on there, just trying it out to see if it worked on my phone. And it does, amazingly. So, yeah. I can't think of anything else to talk about. Oh, Star Wars. I saw the new Star Wars movie. I even got a stupid cup. And I liked it. I mean, I don't know why everybody's poo-pooing the whole Han Solo thing. I mean, he deserves his own story, and it was a decent story. It was a good movie. I mean, it wasn't like, you know, oh my God, it's the dark side versus the light side, and lightsabers, and blah, blah, blah. But it was cool. It was a lot of action, good story. I liked it. I've seen that they're getting ready to film a Boba Fett movie, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I'm a huge Boba Fett fan. So, you know, I'm not going to stop watching Star Wars. I mean, come on. The only thing anybody ever wanted when they were Star Wars fans is for more Star Wars stuff. So, yeah. Good job, Disney. You can see Mickey Mouse up here in the corner. We're big Disney fans. but I'm a big Star Wars fan too. So, anywho, that's enough for now. I'm gonna get off of here and do some stuff. Y'all take care. Thanks for watching. And now that I know this works, I'll try this more often. All right.